Welcome to episode 14 of Lost in the Desert podcast. I'm your host, Kareem.
My name is Issam.
Why do you never introduce yourself as like a host Issam?
Because it's like, I feel like it's just my name. That's it. I'm a brand myself. You feel me?
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just like a walking brand.
I see how it is. Okay, so
I mean, this show should just call Issam and the Boys.
there's only one of us.
I don't know.
What the
They don't
fuck
know
is
that. We actually have a full crew behind the camera. You guys just don't see them. Give my water, please. I appreciate it.
Actually, get my water, please.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I forgot it. I'm
Motherf-
thirsty. Get that shit, nigga. Reparations.
Oh
Mm.
my god, bro! This
That is good.
all right. Anyways,
You know, speaking of like sounds, have you ever gotten into the ASMR thing?
no, I didn't get into it, but I saw it.
Like, there's something about, like, I saw one the other day. Is like this dude just eating chips, and it's just crunch, crunch.
No,
crunch. I'm like, it's
No,
the
I-
sound. I don't even like the.
No,
videos.
the one that I saw was a girl on TikTok live, and then she has like the rain in the background playing, and she's talking all slow. I guess people are like listen to it to go fall asleep, but no, I saw it, but I'm not into it.
A good one also is like the carpet cleaning ones, because
Yeah.
there's something about like the sound of the scrubbing and shit.
Yeah.
Like that one's pretty peaceful.
Well, I want to give a shout out first. As you see right now, I just received this. I appreciate the gift though, my guy. I really appreciate it. Yo, dab me up, right, dude. That was the weirdest. That was the weirdest white handshake I've ever seen. Dab me up. Here you go. I appreciate the gift. We had actually somebody special who just walked in a couple of minutes ago and
Chelsea
gifted
King.
Chelsea King, beautiful black queen. She gifted me this bucket hat from My Ancestors Are Dope. What?
Okay, that's
What?
fine.
Why'd you give me that face?
That's fine. Whatever.
No, why'd you give me that face?
No, whatever. She gifted to you. That's fine. Ungrateful.
No. Oh, my bad, G. No, I already dapped you up.
I'm just messing with
But
you.
she
I'm
made
just
it
messing
though,
with
so
you.
you got to give it to her. But if you actually like it, this brand is so fire. I love it. We wore it on episode 2 or 3? I believe 2.
You think so? I think it might have been 3.
Maybe 2 or 3.
I think it was 3 because episode 1 I got roasted for my outfit.
Oh, that's right.
So
3.
episode 2 I got it right, and then episode 3
You saw
I
us on
called
episode
Chelsea.
3 rocking her t-shirts, but she did come in and look, this is just a fire brand. Go check it out. We are gonna add the link to the website because she did get a brand new website that she was showing us earlier. We'll have that in the link as well. We'll post on our stories. If honestly, one of the best brands is gonna be coming up. I'll give it another year. It's gonna be everywhere.
And I want to tell YouTube this, like, nobody paid us for this. We're just doing something we
we
truly
didn't pay
believe
this.
in. Don't give us that paid advertisement,
me,
all
if
that crap.
if they
we
paid
are
us,
not
I'd
100%
be-
not paying,
No.
not being paid to say any
Honestly,
of
if
this.
she
I
paid
don't
us,
need
I'd be
the-
wearing everything: the socks, the underwear, the shorts, the t-shirt, the
I don't
bucket
need
hat,
the video checks,
the
and all that.
gloves, everything. But I mean, shout out to you. I really appreciate it, and best luck to you
Yeah,
and
it
the success
was
on the
good.
new.
It's cute
adventure.
stuff. I love it.
Yeah.
They also got baby stuff too. So if you got
That's
a little,
true.
if you got a little baby ancestor,
You know what I'm saying?
the
If you
onesie
got-
was nice, but I was gonna get it for you for Charlie, but he's too big now.
bro, he's way. Oh man, that boy's too big.
He's related to
Shout
you.
out
He's
to my
gonna
baby
be big.
Charlie. What's going on this week?
All right, so let's just get into it real quick because I'm kind of done with this dude. Ja. All right, Ja finally got his
Nah,
suspension.
let's not get the job. Let's
Why?
congratulate Denver Nuggets.
Oh yes. Okay.
They finally got one on Monday, but the best thing about it was the press conferences after have Joker was like, "No, I'm trying to get home."
Joker is not interested in this at
No,
all.
so he wasn't interested because apparently on Sunday, this Sunday coming up, he has a racehorse back in his hometown. So that's why he's trying to fly back home because he's going back to his
What?
horse racing thing. Plus, because this is probably the first time he stayed in America longer because he's in the finals.
he goes far in the playoffs. Well,
No, but like not finals wise. Like usually by the time then he's ready back
I
home.
guess. Yeah, I guess.
And then he's back into his horse racing.
They're telling
So
me he already planned for his failure.
no, it's just I feel it's just how it shows he doesn't really care about
Yeah.
NBA. It's just his side hustle type of thing.
It's 100%.
And he was like, "No, I'm trying to get home." They're like, "Well, after the parade." And then on the parade, he's like, "No, I actually fucking love this." He realized
He
how
was
funny
like,
it is.
"I don't
And they were
care."
in a SWAT car too. Him and Jamal, they were in a SWAT car.
Dude.
So that's
And
fire,
you know
man.
the Laker fans are posted up. They're on
Yeah,
rooftops.
they were talking shit. Their coach was lit as well. But congratulations to them, as well deserved.
Yeah.
Actually, I love seeing a team like this. Get
Agreed,
one?
100%.
And because it just makes it, this just reminds you how fun to watch the game. You know what I'm saying?
And again, I told you before, like I'm disappointed my Lakers didn't go through, but I'm so glad it was somebody new. It was somebody like new, especially like Jamal, You know, Jamal and I, ACL boys. You know, ACL tear boys.
Even if it went the other way, we could have been happy for Jimmy Butler.
I would have been happy for Jimmy. I would have been
Yeah.
happy for like Sacramento. But I'm sorry if it was like Golden State again, I would have been like, ugh, whatever.
No, I would have been lit. I would have been at the parade.
You would have been lit, but I would have been.
I would have
like,
been in the Bay
it's
Area.
not- yeah,
I would have been in the Bay.
as long as somebody who can appreciate it.
No, but it was really
So-
good. Congratulations to them. But now let's talk about you're one of your favorite players coming up in this world. Since you're a huge Ja Morant fan.
You notice how last episode I told you the commissioner bringing up all this stuff is just distracting from the finals. Like, why couldn't he have given Denver a full week to themselves and then come Monday announce the Jaw stuff? Because that was the first thing on my mind because it was the most recent thing on my mind. I didn't even talk about the Denver Nuggets
No,
we already talked about
he
it.
announced it after it was done. He waited till the parade
Dude, they're
was
still
over.
parading, bro. Let them celebrate. Give them a week,
No,
man.
it doesn't matter
No,
because-
give them a week.
Because I
bro.
don't think. I mean, it's not really important to know they're celebrating. It's not like a big news. Like okay,
because
they're
now
celebrating, cool.
immediately
But
everything shifted to Ja.
also, what would you want to hear about the celebration that's happening or what's going to happen to Ja Morant? Everybody wants to know what's going to happen to Ja Morant.
But it's not about what I want to hear. It's just, respect to the champion. That's it. Just respect to the champion.
No,
Give me
no, what-
my guy. I just won. Just give me till the weekend, bro. Give me till tell that shit on Saturday, on Monday. Also money wise, the media has a good week to talk about playoffs and championships and compare the Nuggets to whoever and have their arguments. Next week they have a full week to argue and analyze Ja Morant. It's poor timing. I feel like it's poor media timing.
Anyways,
So let's
his
talk about
suspension is
his suspension is 25 days. All right, suspension.
25 games, son.
25 games, my bad. 25 games is it? Jaw suspension is a 25 game
What's the fine though? Just the games or
I don't think there was a dollar amount. There's more like details to be released, I guess, but the basic is getting 25 games.
and if you're suspended, probably in every contract that you don't get paid for those games. Obviously, you don't get paid anything.
Yeah, I'm gonna assume you don't get paid, but also there's bigger implications.
But
Right?
does that affect his guaranteed money though?
This is where I'm gonna get at.
Okay.
There are bigger implications. So also he has, in terms of his getting his contracts, getting extra money on the side, part of a sponsorship deal, stuff like that. He has to obviously perform at a certain level, right? Being qualifying for like an extension for all that stuff. He has to get some certain awards. Like he missed out on some money this year because I think he wasn't All NBA.
Yeah.
25 games puts him out of qualification to even be considered for.
An
Like he
all-star.
can so if he gets to 25 games and he averages 50, 15 and 12.
Yeah.
MVP, right? He can't get MVP. He can't get MVP.
What do you have to
he
qualify?
can't get
Because
you have to play 65 games.
Wow. So they knew
Like 65 game minute. That's part of the new CBA that
So,
the players and the players
another
owners
season
and all that.
wasted.
Hmm?
Pretty much
Another season wasted. So he doesn't qualify for any of like the
bonuses
season, the
type of
season
thing.
awards and stuff
Yeah.
like that, which affects his money. So 25, it's more than just the price of the game. It affects the price of the play per game or whatever his cost, however he makes per game.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm all over the place today. However he makes per game, but it also affects him in the future. Talking about future contracts, we don't even know what's going on with his other sponsorship, Nike and them. So we have no
No,
idea.
I
what's
think
going
they'll
on.
keep
I think
him.
Nike will just stay quiet and be like, let's
Yeah.
wait until the suspension is done and then we'll release.
But
the shit.
what do you think that would change his game though? Because he's like, what's the point of me busting
he's
my
gonna
ass
work.
off?
He's gonna have to work his fucking ass off.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, it should go the opposite, where he's like, let me prove my point that I'm a great player and I'm gonna fix myself.
yeah, he has to.
But usually, like, what you're gonna see is like, well, I can't get those bonuses. Then why am I out here balling every game?
because it's a bad look for the future.
It is.
You
but,
have to show. You have to prove.
But at
like
the same
now,
time, is Ja Morant.
yeah, he's John Morant.
unpredictable.
Like he gave that
Unpredictable.
sappy ass apology. I was like, I would literally
From
look at it on
ChatGPT.
Instagram. I was like, whatever, nigga, and I put my phone down. I read that like that long. I let the kids down and the kids this. I'm like, whatever, nigga, just put that shit
The worst
down.
thing about somebody is going through a lot of shit. At the end of the day, like, we don't know. I mean, don't get me wrong. Everything that we saw and we researched is stupid ass shit that he done. There's nothing else you can say. It's dumb as fuck. But the memes are elite. My favorite meme right now that's going around, it's so like the card collectibles, when people collect basketball cards of the players.
Yeah.
Have you seen the ones where they have like either the jersey, like a little stitch of the jersey in it, and it's like 1 out of 1 PC10. There's one with a gun clip, and it's like Ja Morant.
Empty shells. the
yeah,
Ja
yeah.
Morant
This is my
edition.
favorite one. But that is gonna affect him next season. 25 games is a lot. That's a lot of money to lose as well. I think hopefully this summer his dad fucking gets his ass in check because his dad lives right next door.
Bro, can we stop blaming this on the parents? I'm just gonna pause
Yes.
you right there. Can
No,
we
we
stop
can't-
blaming it
we
on the
can't
parent?
stop.
Because at some point this is a
'Cause he's still a kid.
ass man.
He-
This nigga is like 20. What is he? 20, like early 20s,
Early
like
20s.
that.
Early 20s.
You're a grown ass man making grown ass man money. playing
But it
against
doesn't
other
get it
grown
though.
men, right? At this point, even if your parents ain't shit, right? Or if your parents aren't even like, it doesn't seem like his parents are bad people, okay? It seems like his parents are just letting him do what he wants.
Yeah.
But at this point, you can handle all of this stardom, all this, but you just can't get the basics of getting your shit together, right? Like, come on. We're not talking about this some dude like going through some like he's just being a dickhead. He's not
Yeah.
he's not, on abusing drugs and, fucking up his life and stuff like that. He's just doing childish shit.
It's bad when
He's doing childish shit.
it's bad when other rappers are coming out and saying, "Bro, like you're not about that life." And these are the songs that are influencing his behavior. Like one of the biggest one is Lil Wayne. Have you
Yeah.
seen the Lil Wayne
Yeah,
one?
Lil Wayne was like,
He's like, who,
bro, he
you guys know
roasted
who
him.
he is? Did you
He
guys even know?
roasted him.
He trashed him, and I know for a fact that's one of his favorite rappers. So imagine the person that you have your music influence, and the guy's like, "Bro, whoa, I lived those songs. You didn't live shit. Go
Could you
focus on
imagine,
basketball."
like some of our friends, like their favorite artist is like, ugh, loser, bro. That would break their heart. I know some
Oh,
friends
dude,
who are
I
like
know for a
obsessed. Like if
fact.
Summer Walker goes up to a couple of my friends and be like, ugh, fuck nigga, I'm like, oh,
Oh yeah,
breaking their
that would
heart.
hurt. I think for me, yeah, that's actually a good question. We're done with the John Morant bullshit.
Yeah, I'm done with it. Like,
Yeah, yeah.
you know what? If he gets his shit together, cool.
Well,
If he
let's
doesn't,
answer
oh
that
well,
question.
I don't care.
Let's get that question. What artist, if you ever meet them and they didn't shake your hand, or they'd
And
be
they were
like,
just like,
"Get this fucking person away from me," like that would break your heart.
break my heart.
Like you're excited to meet them, and they're just like, "Yo, get the fuck away from me." That's a tough
Ashanti,
one.
Ashanti. If Ashanti says that shit to me, like, break my fucking heart.
Ashanti.
Beyonce, she says that shit to like, ew. I was like, oh,
She's like, "Get this motherfucker away
get
from me."
this motherfucker. She's like, oh, get this motherfucker away from
Oh
me.
man,
I'd feel less offended if it was Beyonce because, like, you know what? On that level, you can't be touching everybody. You can't be shaking hands with nobody. Security has to
no,
be
I
on
mean,
point.
but no, let's just say like you're also
Say
like,
for whatever reason we're stuck in an elevator and
Yeah,
she's like,
yeah.
oh, this ugly ass motherfucker. Oh, it would
Yeah.
break my heart.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, Beyonce, Ashanti, whatever.
Mine is tough. I think if it's
Don't say Drake.
I'll give you two artists. If
Don't say
it's
Drake.
if it's Jay-Z,
Jay.
like if I was like, "Yo, what's up, Jay?" Trying to dab him up, and he's like, "Don't touch me."
He does that.
Yeah. He goes,
That's terrible laugh.
that would break me. But as a singer, Adele. If I was trying to be like, Adele, oh my god, I love you, and she's like, "Ew, don't get close."
Never mind.
Oh, bro, I would break every vinyl that I have of hers. I would literally cry.
Oh my god. I would. You know what? I wouldn't care. You should be flattered if Adele like says, "Ugh, this fuck guy," because you know she's writing an album about you. We talked about this last week.
Have you met a celebrity that you liked and they disappointed you in real life?
I've only ever met in person one celebrity, and they were pretty chill. It was The Game. So when I was in Sydney, he had
Oh,
like
wow.
a concert in like a club, and we went there, and it was pretty like fucking intimate. Like everybody was right next to him.
Yeah.
But first of all, he handed a bottle of that coffee liqueur Patron,
Yeah.
and we were all like, he just handed that shit around.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh shit. And then he signed my arm. I even have a picture of it.
Yeah.
Like signed my arm, and
He
I
was
was
just like a gentleman.
I don't know about a gentleman. He was just vibing.
That's
Like
what's
he's
up.
just a vibe. Like he looks angry and shit like on Instagram and all that
Yeah.
crap. But
No, but
when it comes to like just being in the clubs and
but-
partying, he's
yeah,
vibing.
and he's
having a good
also
time.
like a very, very what's it called? Like early like 2000s when that whole like beef with G Unit and all that stuff. Like the Game was on fire.
The Game still had this was what 2011, 2011
still
maybe
up
when this
there, yeah.
happened. 2011, 12 on on that edge.
I had one bad interaction, and it was I was at the movie theater,
Right.
and I was probably like 19, and I look and there's like a posse, like a crowd, and I look and it's Larry Fitzgerald. If anybody doesn't know who Larry Fitzgerald, I'm glad you don't, because he doesn't deserve this attention, little fucker. I was a fan of his, and not just that too. I even had the NCAA game that he was on the cover on Xbox, the first generation. So I'm
Yeah.
like eyes lit up, right? It's him and his like little entourage. I'm like, "Yo, Larry, what's up, man? I'm a big fan." I put my hand out. I swear on my life, bro. He looks up, he looks down on me. It looks like, "Yo, get this little dirty motherfucker away from
He
me."
just glares at you.
Bro, like he literally's like, "Get away from me."
He says it.
Like they're looking at him, he's like, "Yo, get away." Like doesn't even dab me up, doesn't even whatever.
Damn.
So as they're walking, I said, "You know what? Fuck you." No, I'm sorry. Before I said fuck you,
You said fuck you to Larry.
oh
Fitzgerald.
fuck, loud and clear, bro.
Bro. You know what?
This is when I said fuck you. This is when I fuck you. He walks past me, sees a white dude and his like kid, and he goes, "Yo, Larry, we're big fans." And he dabs him up. He dabs up the dad. I don't care about the kid. I get beef for the kids, but dabs up the dad, and I go, "Fuck you." One of his, I don't know who it is, one of his entourage or whatever. He was like the same height as me at that time. Turns around and goes, "What'd you say?" And I said, "You fucking heard me."
When was this?
This was I was what 20, so almost 10 years ago.
You know what? I'm not gonna lie. You looked kind of tragic at 20. You
Yeah,
looked
but
scary, bro.
no, but I mean, like, dude, like I came up to you in the most nicest way ever. So since then, I said fuck Larry, and I swear to you, I said fuck Larry all day, every fucking day. And since then, I've been calling him No Ring Larry. And when he retired with no ring, I said you fucking deserve it because I was such a fan, and you're a piece of shit. And then
Me?
no, I'm
Oh,
talking about
him. I
Larry.
was like, what the fuck
Fuck
did
him.
I
He's a
do?
piece of shit for not shaking my hand because that really fucking hurt. I'm still hurt about it too. I haven't recovered too. You fuck. And then nothing better when I hear bad stories about him from like other people. Like one of my friends was a waiter at Top Golf, and
Right?
$500 bill. Guess how much he left?
How much? I don't know.
$500 bill. Guess how much he left as a tip?
20%, probably like what, $50? I don't
Bro, he
know.
left like $10.
Really?
$10. He's a piece of shit.
A
He's a
five
cheap
hundred
fuck.
dollar bill?
Bro, easily. He's a fucking cheap fuck. He thinks he owns
I just do
Arizona.
the
He
standard.
genuinely thinks he owns Arizona.
I just do the standard 20%, and if even if your service is bad, I'll probably give you like.
And if you're a
like
Larry
18.
fan and you're like, oh, no, it's not Larry, I meant fuck you. You know he's a piece of shit, and it's all a fucking act,
Damn.
and that's why he never got a ring. So eat a dick, Larry.
Yikes.
I'll tell it to his face right
Damn,
now.
thank God I haven't had any bad experiences with celebrities like that.
Bro, I was a kid, bro. I'm still hurt about it, dude.
You were 20. You were grown. You were an adult.
I don't know, dude.
You're a 20-year-old Middle Eastern man. You should be married with 2 kids.
That's true.
Like, come
That's
on.
true. But I'm gonna say this right now.
You're not even kid by white
I'm gonna
people
say this right now.
standards.
I'm gonna manifest this. I'm gonna manifest this, right? So people are gonna clip this and be like, "Damn, that's not really caught." 3 years from now, I'm gonna be a very big hotshot. I'm gonna be famous, and he's gonna be my first celebrity boxing match.
The only reason I hope so is because I'm tied at the hip to this situation. So I hope so.
I am gonna call him out for either boxing or MMA celebrity match.
Shit. You know
And I'm
what?
gonna put him through work.
I'll clip the story and I'll at him. Like I'll at him on the pod.
Fuck him,
Yes, I will tag him in
bro.
this.
I tagged him when he
I will
retired. I
tag him
said
in this
no
when I
ring.
clip this. No, it's I'm glad you got your feelings out.
I did, bro. It was like therapy right now, dude.
By the way, Issam, I really like you. Really were tragic back in the day. When you
Yeah.
showed me your Twitter, I died.
Yeah,
When I saw that Twitter profile, I fucking
I
died.
was a wild man.
I was like, "Jeez,
Yeah,
man."
but you know what I mean. We all grow up, you know what I mean. I'm a changed man now. I found God.
Not even like that. I was like, bro, your teeth looked so fucking sharp. I was like, bro, Issam, the bald face, bro. It's not a hair on. I was like, no beard, nothing, bro.
I was a wild boy.
Beard really fixes things for people. Have you seen my driver's license photo when I just had the pervert mustache and smooth face?
That tells me enough.
I was like,
That tells me enough.
Creepiest face.
All right. Next thing.
There was nothing else for sport. I just want to say, you should start betting on F1.
Yeah.
Right? Because I finally dug through the menus,
You know what?
found them in FanDuel.
I'll add the $20 in my FanDuel and I'll mess around with it.
I wouldn't. Okay, that's fine. So
I mean,
I was looking at
the more you put in, the more chances you can win.
yeah, I was looking at the options. They're pretty
like the
straight.
worst.
They're pretty
It's
straightforward.
the worst gambling advice. It's like the
Yeah,
more you put in, the more
really.
chances you can win, dog.
Yeah. But it's pretty straightforward. But the odds are pretty good for the most part. So it's kind of like what I did at tennis. Like I put in multiple odds. Like I put in like the same amount for different players.
When you gamble at tennis, do you gamble before the game starts or during?
What?
When you gamble on tennis?
I gamble like before the open even starts.
No,
Like, once they
I gamble after the first set.
No, I start before the game starts, like
Because
when they're still qualifying.
No, because for me in tennis, whoever wins the first set has a high chance of winning the second one.
Oh, I don't care. I expected somebody to lose, but I put in like essentially like the top 3 to make it to the finals.
You played that route,
and I didn't want any. I didn't care if any of them actually made it to the
I
finals.
see.
Like I think it was like Serena, Simona, and not Simone. What's the other one? What's the black one? Coco. Right. I bet on Coco, and this was like last year, right? I bet on Coco Golf. Right?
I remember.
Yeah, and they all had such crazy odds. Like that $5 went a long way, and then I cashed out
Yeah.
before they even.
I remember you were cashing out like 70, 80 at the moment. You were like watching it.
Like I cashed out. One was like 70. The other one was like
remember that. I was
like
there.
100 and was like 100 and something
Yes,
cash
I do
out,
remember
and then
that. I
the
do remember
last
that.
one. I'm glad because Simona got to like what I think maybe the semifinals. She didn't make it to the finals, but I
Yeah.
cashed out just before the semifinals started, and she lost.
Yeah.
And I was like, bet.
Yeah. No,
Like, it worked out for
I
me.
can agree with that.
F1 like kind of the same way. Like I'd probably like on for like grid position. I'd probably bet that was a nice one because you just sort of know Like I expect like Lewis this because he typically does pretty good in Canada, and they did some
Yeah.
upgrades on the car last week that did pretty well. Like they were both him and George were in
No, absolutely.
were second and third. They're on the podium.
Um,
So I think Lewis is probably, if I had to predict, he'll probably end up like fourth or third.
yeah.
He'll start fourth or
No,
third
that's
this
fair.
Sunday.
That's fair to say that. That's fair. All
So
right.
other than that, that's it. Like we
I'm gonna
said,
go.
sports is done.
So I'm gonna go in entertainment. I'm gonna go in my rant. So I'm gonna start off with first saying that we can both agree that the second phase of Marvel has been struggling. The movies are just been trash, except Guardians of the Galaxy 3.
Yeah.
Okay,
Ant-Man wasn't trash. It was just okay. It wasn't bad. It wasn't trash.
how's the CGI?
CGI wasn't bad.
Was horrible.
I don't know. I turned off the lights on the TV. I loved it.
CGI was horrible. It's just the second phase they struggled. Like they're even okay. You think Thor was good?
Hell no.
That's what I'm saying.
Hell no.
So we can agree the Marvel second phase was horrible. You
I-
it would
I
be at
broke
this
the
time.
mic.
Yeah.
No, keep going. Keep going.
No. Go ahead.
No, keep going.
No,
Keep
just
going.
do you,
Talk,
dog.
talk,
Just
talk,
do you.
talk,
No,
do
just do you, dog. Just do you, homeboy. Just do you, homeboy. As soon as it comes to my segment, let me just fuck this mic up, son.
Keep talking.
Ain't no way this is happening right now. Ain't no way. See, I mean, usually when we have like a,
You set these up, by the way. I didn't set the fucking.
you just expose our whole production. People thinking that this comes in one piece.
It doesn't come in one piece, bro. We have to. Shit. All right, there we go.
Okay. You want to make it sure it's tight? Anyways, back to my thing. Let me just start over. So we can both agree Marvel has been struggling for the second phase. Like I said,
Yes.
except Guardians of the Galaxy 3. Now, we've been so much on the Marvel hype train since since like what, 2010?
I think you more than me.
You know what I mean? So yeah, especially the first phase. And then we always made fun of DC. You know, DC always struggled with movies. They couldn't figure out who the fuck Batman is and Superman. They re-signed Superman, then they released him. We have like 2 different Batmans right now, 3 different Batmans,
Right.
which is fine because I'm a Batman type. I'm a Batman. That's my favorite superhero of all time. But the Flash just came out last night, and
He
if
came out the closet. Oh.
okay, that's not what I meant.
So the Flash came out.
Flash came out, and if DC starts producing movies like this, DC is gonna take over. It's gonna take over how it should be. This movie was so fucking good. The director Andy killed it, and he did so well that he's gonna produce the new Batman and Robin movie. So I don't know who they're gonna choose as Batman. But this movie, if you ever watched Flashpoint, the anime movie with Flash, Batman, Aquaman, how Flash travels back in time to save his mom, and how it affects the whole multiverse, and changes everything.
Right.
It's a big part of this type of movie, but there's a lot of changes than the anime one, and it was so fucking perfect. The acting, the even when they give out tributes, they give out like there's a part where Flash goes back in time, like he's going back in time and he's in the bubble, and then at one point they show all the multi universes, and there's spoilers. I don't care. I'm just gonna say it. First one they show the world, and it's the Superman from the 50s, like the first Superman that came. I don't know. I'm gonna say it's the 50s or the 60s, but it's the first Superman, and it's he's CGI, but it's the original actor.
It might be from the Red Sun, story, where there's a Superman who's like who's a Russian. There's the Russian Superman.
So they show the OG Superman, and then they show the other Superman that was popular in the 90s. That actor, so he was dressed up as Superman and Supergirl.
Isn't he crippled?
In real life, yes, but they showed him like CGI. They showed the original
Harsh.
Flash with the like the hat, the original Flash from like the 60s.
Yeah.
And then this is what's fire. Guess what Superman they show?
Which one?
Nicolas Cage.
Really?
Because Nicolas Cage supposed to be Superman, but they shut down the production. So they showed Nicolas Cage,
God.
which was fire. They showed the original Batman and Robin. Remember the old school, the black and white one, when they're running, and they showed them as well.
Adam West?
Yes.
No, Adam West was in color though.
Or color, whatever it is. They show him in there. They literally give a tribute to every DC character that built up DC. And I love that because they were just saying like, now we're going to be doing this moving forward. And Flash was amazing. Like the storyline, Ben Affleck was in it. You see him in the beginning of the movie. So that was cool that they saw Batman. I did post my favorite Batman that shows up.
I saw.
And I lost my shit. George Clooney is one of my favorite Batmans of all time. Um, so I love how
George
DC.
Clooney.
You never watched Batman for Batman and Robin
Yeah, with in the purple outfit, Robin in the purple muscle fake muscle
against Arnold?
suit. Yeah,
That's
that is
one.
your favorite Batman.
That's when growing up. That's my favorite Batman.
Hey, to each their own.
Bro, first of all, that movie
It was my favorite movie. It is one of my favorite movies. The movie was awesome, but like George, come on, George is Batman. I was like,
that was amazing. Don't disrespect George Clooney like
I
that,
was
son.
like,
Do not. But it was just honestly like I loved it so much. I'm probably gonna watch it again this weekend. I do recommend go watching it.
I was thinking of going watching it today.
Go. You're gonna love it. You're gonna absolutely love it. You're gonna love it. But shout out to the director plus two in this movie because the world, he goes in a different world and they explain how you can affect time traveling and
Pretty basic.
so one thing about it that I would say is that I wasn't sure about the whole Supergirl thing because in the other world it wasn't Superman, it was his cousin.
She's an iconic
Supergirl,
DC
Superwoman,
character,
yeah.
so yeah.
But she killed it. I'm not gonna lie, I was a fan.
I was disappointed
She
when I
did
saw this
so good.
because you and I have seen the animated Flashpoints.
Yes.
I was a little disappointed when I saw her because I wanted to see the version of Clark I wanted to see. Yeah.
But it wasn't.
But either way, I was like,
in this world though, they actually what's his name? General Zed, whatever his name is, Zod. He actually what's it called? Actually catches him on escaping. And she actually goes to Earth to go find her cousin, but she realized that they actually already caught him.
They already got him.
Caught him when he was a baby, and it was her that they're looking for.
That's a nice little twist.
So it's
okay.
crazy.
Shut the fuck up before you ruin it anymore for me. So I get it.
It's great.
I get it. So shut the fuck up.
I love it. So
but as long as is Crypto in there, the dog?
No.
Thank God. I hate that fucking mutt.
No. Maybe.
I hate that fucking mutt. Somebody should have like fucking.
No, but
somebody should have fed him to the super Koreans, bro. Like I don't give a.
The
fuck
only
about
thing
that dog.
I mean, like I love this movie a lot, but I just hope DC sticks to this because also James Gunn, the director from Guardians of the Galaxy 3, he's going to be directing the new Supermans in the DC world.
Is he?
So I feel like DC right now they have a chance to take over, and I hope they do because I grew up being a DC fan.
I've also grew up being a DC fan, but my favorite character is a Marvel character. It's Wolverine.
That's not bad. I like.
So for me, it's like Wolverine, Batman, Wonder Woman, Shira, right?
Yeah.
And what's his name? But like the badass Wonder Woman, not this soft, campy Israeli
bitch.
Bro, I can't fucking stand this bitch.
Yeah.
Because Wonder Woman is such a badass and a G. Like if you've seen the animated, but you know what? The animated is on like HBO or the new app they call Max.
She's in this movie too.
But Wonder Woman in the original like animated Flashpoint is Aquaman's side chick, and she cuts off Mira or Amber Heard's head.
Yeah,
and I'm like, bro, this
was a fire.
Badass,
that was fire.
Right? She's like she
to be honest
starts
with
a war
you,
against people. Like, and then they got hold up, and then they got Gal Gadot.
Yeah,
this lame, boring. Oh, I want to be a fighter for love. Oh, where is my American pilot? I'm like, oh, girl, just shut the fuck up and kill this nigga and move on.
Nah, I'll tell you this because the people are gonna be like, oh, you guys hating on Wonder Woman. Look, I gave her a chance, but when that movie came out, was it Wonder Woman 98 or something? Was it 89? Was it taken
1989, 84, I think.
Something like that.
That was a trash movie, by the way. That was the worst
movie. Was so bad, and it had nothing to do with the universe. That's what I'm saying. Like, DC was fucking up with these movies.
Fight. I was waiting for her to get her powers back and fight. No, I'm like, she gets like a quarter of her powers. There's a 3-minute fight scene with Cheetah, and it's over. I'm like, where's the fight?
No, because it just made no sense, especially
it made no sense
with the timeline.
Movie.
And you could just tell she got the part because she knew somebody in the production. That's it. You could just tell that.
And by the way, like I don't have like the only reason I call her an Israeli bitch is because she's pro. She's pro.
No.
What's going on?
She served in the fucking military.
I know she served, but she's also pro and like was a little vocal about it. So I was like, bro, I don't support people who are like for genocide. So get the fuck out of here.
Come on, son.
Like,
Talk to me
get the
nice,
fuck out
son.
of here.
Go educate yourself.
It's not because you're Israeli. It's because she's an Israeli who supports genocide. There's a difference.
Thank you.
I'm gonna do the white people thing. I have Israeli friends.
Yeah, but like, I'm very happy for DC. Hopefully DC sticks to this because I want to see more Batman, and obviously they brought one of the best Batmans as well, Michael
Keaton,
and he did amazing.
I
And
thought it was be a bit too old, but I was like, you know what? If you can make,
he
if
killed it.
yeah, but I'm like, you know what? If you can make, what's her name, Homegirl from Guardians of the Galaxy, you know, a robot like with CGI,
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure you
yeah,
can make this old man move like he's
yeah.
normal, like he's not 100
But
years
that's
old.
one of the movies I watched this week. I watched another movie, but it already been out for a little bit.
I have to apologize to the fans,
Yeah.
right? Last week I looked you guys in the camera and I lied to your fucking
He said he was gonna
face.
watch this and watch
I
this
did
and watch
not
this.
watch
He didn't
a
watch jack
damn
shit.
thing.
I knew
Right?
it. I
was
fucking knew it.
planning. I was not gonna say. I really was going to go today, but then you messaged me yesterday talking about can we record on Friday? So we're
Yeah.
recording early, by the way. We're recording
Yeah.
Friday rather than
And I
Saturday.
appreciate you if you changing time because
And I was like, you know, I was like, I don't. I was only watching it out of guilt. I was like, you know what? You guys saved me $12 in some popcorn. You guys told me
I
$7.
spend at least 30 at the movie theater now.
Well, when I go to the movies, first of all, what's your snack? So when I go to the movies, the bare minimum I will always get is a medium or large popcorn, jumbo drink, and a hot dog.
Well, that's because you go. Which theater do you go to?
Doesn't matter. I either go Harkins or AMC. Doesn't matter.
Okay,
Either
so
one of those.
for my Arizona people, I'm gonna put you guys on a nice sick ass theater. But I swear to God, if it starts getting busy, I'm gonna regret this. But at the end of the day, I like to support local businesses.
Nobody's watching us like that, but I appreciate the.
But because
I
because I'm gonna
appreciate you
clip
hype
this.
up.
No, because we're
You
gonna clip
hyped up.
this. Because I'm gonna clip this. I'm gonna send it to them. It's called Roadhouse Cinema. Tickets are not that bad. They're only like $10 for the movie.
Save $2.
Okay.
Nice.
You get a nice chair, comfortable chair with the whole incliner thing, and then also a nice button on the side. Click on it, boom, a waiter comes up to you. They have a full menu, full drinks menu, full dessert menu. They have a whole kitchen in there, and if I literally calculate for myself, I get a drink and then I get a plate. It's called like a roundhouse for two, which you'll get quesadillas, fries, chicken strips, and a pretzel with cheese. All together with the movie theater, I'm probably dropping $30.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Great theater. I'm glad you're paying attention too.
No, because I'm actually asking. I messaged my friend earlier if they want to, because I know
Watch a
they're,
movie, yeah.
and they just texted me like, "Oh, I'm going to Westgate to watch The Flash," and I'm like, "Can I come?"
Well, I wouldn't go to AMC anymore. I always go to Roadhouse Cinema.
I don't know if I'm gonna. I might
Shout out
just
to
go alone.
Roadhouse Cinema. They're in Scottsdale, Arizona. Best theater to watch any movie you want. Great service, great staff, and a great place to hang out.
Bet.
It's honestly, well, the menu is amazing. Their menu is just elite.
I was
And you
going.
get your own little section. It's fire, bro.
I was going to. What did I? I started rewatching. So a friend of ours posted on Facebook, one of those like red pill, blue pill.
Yeah. Are you red pill or blue pill?
But wait, it's under the red pill. These are TV shows.
Okay.
So you can only watch these TV shows
Okay,
forever.
yeah.
So under the red pill, it was like Boondocks, Fresh Prince, That's So Raven, and a bunch of other bullshit I didn't give a fuck about.
That's red pill.
That's red pill. There's like a bunch of other like black
Yeah.
shows, and then blue pill
Had Friends,
was like
probably.
Bernie Mac show. Everybody Hates Chris, Martin. Was it
Oh, that's
sister?
tough.
Was it Sister with Tia and Tamara?
Yeah.
Right. And then there was another one I completely forgot.
No, they got the ring. They got that whole thing.
So
messed up.
I immediately picked red pill. I was like, Boondocks is in there, and Fresh Prince, and That's So Raven. I did not even give a shit about the rest of.
Why
the
is
other
Bernie
stuff.
Mac on the other one though?
Gotta make it difficult. You can't just if you tell me if somebody puts Fresh Prince, Bernie Mac, and Boondocks on one side, anybody's gonna pick on what's on the other side, no matter
that's
what.
True. Bernie Mac was a great show.
I said as long as Boondocks was on one side, I was picking that side.
Yeah.
I didn't give a fuck. I picked it for Boondocks and Fresh Prince, and after I like typed up my decision, I saw, oh shit, That's So Raven is there. I'll watch that.
The show that we grew up on was Fresh Prince in the house.
Okay.
Yeah, Fresh Prince was to me was like
Oh.
one of the best.
We didn't
early
have
shows.
we didn't have them kind of channels, so we got it
Yeah.
10 years later.
Yeah, we had our called our American channel back home, and then they used to play Fresh Prince,
The American
Full
Channel.
House, and they used to play another TV show, but we didn't even watch because
Space Tune, قناة
Yeah.
المستقبل.
Space Tune, Detective Conan.
On the skateboard,
That's my
Beyblade.
That's my
We've talked about this before, but Space Tune is like the Middle East Nickelodeon.
or Disney Channel.
No, because they only had animated. They didn't, or Cartoon Network actually, because they only had Space Tune
Oh,
only
that's
had
true. That's true.
animated.
That's true.
They
That's true.
didn't
Okay,
have
that's
like
fair to say.
live.
That's fair. That's
So
a
yeah,
good.
Space Tune is like the Middle East Cartoon Network. It was just pure animated shows.
I
A
need,
lot of anime. It's actually a lot. It's funny how a lot of Middle Easterners will be like, "Oh, I'm not into anime, whatever," but
but
you
then no,
grew up watching
no,
Space Tune. It's all anime dubbed over.
it's all Japanese anime
Yeah, it's all anime just
because
dubbed in Arabic.
that's how I learned. Because I was like, oh no, I grew up watching this cartoon. She's like, this is anime, and I'm
Like
like,
Captain Majid, all
Captain
time.
Majid. But mine was Captain Majid and Detective Conan was like,
I don't know, for context, Captain Majid and Detective Conan to just like tell you guys like how big it is. They're like the Middle East's Dragon Ball and Pokemon in
yeah.
terms of how
No, there was
big
Dragon
they
Ball
are.
too.
But I mean, just in terms of how they're valued in the culture.
What was the was it called Slam Dunk, the basketball one?
I don't know watch that.
Fire,
I played basketball. I don't watch it.
fire. It's just like Captain Majid, but it's the basketball version of it.
You should watch Food Wars. Food Wars will make you break your diet, bro.
No, I'm good.
I don't. They will make food look so glistening and shiny, and you're like,
Hard
bro,
pass.
I'm having this.
Hard pass.
He's gonna be 300 pounds later. I'm about
Nah.
heavy breathing.
Um, you said you have a question for me or read a story.
Yeah, we're gonna do some Reddit stories because I don't have nothing interesting in tech happened since Apple
Yeah, Apple released that.
WWDC.
First of all, I was talking.
Actually, are you gonna use the Face ID voicemail thing?
To
I
leave a
did. I wanted
voicemail?
to. Yeah, so that was part of the iOS updates. I didn't talk about it yesterday.
Oh, I'm fucking everybody.
So
up.
now when you call somebody on
If
Face
I'm
ID,
FaceTiming you and you don't answer,
you
I'm
leave a
leaving
face
you.
voicemail.
I'm leaving a fuck you.
Yeah, you can't just leave like a regular voicemail. You have to leave like a face voicemail.
Yes, I'm leaving a fuck you. I'm throwing up gang signs, everything. I'm saying I'm going off. I think this is the best thing happened.
Really? The Face ID
Yes.
voicemail?
But also somebody mentioned to me when we were talking, it was it might benefit because imagine you have a love. I know this. Oh man, this is about to go deep a little bit. Sorry, but imagine like somebody sends you a FaceTime voicemail, and they're not no longer they're no longer in your life. So you have that memory. You know what I'm saying? Of them trying to talk to you.
Oh, it's that sad TikTok.
Yeah,
That
yeah,
sad
yeah.
TikTok.
I saw that and I was like, deep because I have a couple of voicemails that I saved of people that are not here with me in my life, and I'm just like, man, like it would have been nice if it was a FaceTime to see their face talking to me. But yeah,
So there's 3 of them, right? I already told one of them I got from these 2 of them from Reddit, right? I'm
Okay,
gonna
go
read
for
these
it.
out, and then one of them I saw it on TikTok,
Yep.
right? One of my favorite like podcasts, or new podcasts that I've been watching, excuse me, that there's climbing its way up.
Yep.
Is Stiff Sock with Trevor Wallace and Michael Baumstein.
Okay.
I'm sorry if I forgot you. He's a comedian. I know you've seen Trevor Wallace around.
Yes.
So I read that, I listened to that, and I'm like, oh my god, this I have to talk. But this
Let's hear
one,
it.
let's
Hear
start
it.
with this one, right?
Let's hear it. Let me fix myself up because I'm.
Oh, also shout out to Kim, one of our listeners. I promised her I would do Reddit stories. I don't typically like them because they're so long, but I said like, I told Kim I'm gonna do the Reddit stories, so I'm gonna read them out today. So first one, right? Am I the asshole for not pushing my family to include my fiance in Christmas card photos? I, 37 male, am engaged to my fiance, 31 female, planning on getting married at the end of this year.
Okay.
My family takes a Christmas card photo every year, usually around big events like graduations or parties when everyone is together, which isn't often.
So it's a white family.
Sounds like it.
It's for sure.
Shh. And pay attention to the details.
Yeah.
Years ago, my mom instituted a not until you're married policy to include significant others in photos,
Okay.
and applied that rule to my brother when he was dating and engaged to his now wife. So I guess the brother tried to sneak somebody in, and they were like, nah, until you put a ring on this bitch, we're not doing this.
Okay.
So my fiance has had significant issues with this. Last year, when the family took photos shortly after she and I were engaged, she directed many snide comments about me, about how excluded she feels. This year, she flatly refused to drive with me to a family graduation, saying how hurt and excluded she felt by this policy since we're getting married this year. And the card is coming out the year we're getting married.
Yeah.
I tried to explain this isn't our card, and this isn't our right to tell others who can and can't be on their card.
Yeah.
And we can always have our own card to start our own tradition. She's made several comments around how surprised she is that I haven't stood up for her. To my mother, even telling me that she's discussed the issue with others, and they're also surprised that I wouldn't take a stand with my mother on this.
Yeah.
She also made a point multiple times to say, good, less time spent on photos with them at the wedding, implying a tit-for-tat response to this policy. I don't really know what to do. Am I the asshole? The guy's writing this in, by the way.
Yeah.
You want to go first? Because I think you and I might agree on this.
No, we might agree on it. I think what's it called? The mom is just being silly. It's just a picture. Like the mother, his mother is like, he's about to get married anyways. Like this is supposed to be your daughter anyways. Like she's your daughter-in-law now. But also I don't think the women should just like, if she wants to, it depends, because if the mom is being petty to her, like, oh, you can't be included, like if she keeps mentioning it to her, like, you know, you're not gonna be in this picture, then be like, that's fine, because on my wedding day, watch you not get one fucking picture with us. Like I'll be petty back. But I just think, first of all, you're a pussy that you cannot stand up to your mom. Like you're about to marry your girl. Like this is your woman. So be like, yo, let's just get a family picture. Or
let me get this shit. No, keep talking your shit.
Or I'm saying like, make an exception. Take 2 fucking pictures, one with her, one without her, and use the one without her. At least let her have a picture with the family. But it's just, I mean, it's silly. And you can tell it's a white family. They're fighting over a fucking picture.
Yeah, this is Middle Eastern niggas not doing this shit.
Nah, Middle Eastern,
Africans are not doing this shit.
We're all taking the picture. We don't give a fuck who's who.
You cannot see me every day.
Yeah,
why am I taking a picture with
us
you?
Middle Eastern, we'll invite strangers to our picture. We don't care. Bro.
So I was kind of with you until
stand up to your mom.
I only agreed with you about the mom.
Okay.
So let's break this down. You, sir, are not an asshole. A little cowardly, but not an asshole.
Exactly. Fair.
The girlfriend is being an asshole, and
no, fiance.
The fiance, my bad. The fiance is being of course elevated. You know, the fiance is being an asshole, and the mom is being a childish bitch.
That's 100%. Right?
First of all, let's go through why the fiance is the asshole.
Okay,
right?
Go for it.
You're not the asshole for wanting to be included in the photo. It's for constantly talking, like making your husband like feel shit about this and make like trying to cause drama within like families and stuff like that.
Fair.
It's fucking Christmas photos. Like your husband said, you can take you can take your own photo, start your own fucking tradition. Be like, hey, cool, this is ours. Secondly, I kind of understand the significant others thing because you're not family till you're family.
Fair.
Right? I'm not wasting my time taking photos with your ass. Right? And like not even just taking photos, but doing like family shit until you guys are like, you know, I got to make sure you guys are going to last. But, you know, I'm a little cynical. I think dark. Like, I got to make sure you guys are going to last. You're not family until you're family, right? But you're really the asshole because, firstly, she's making all these snide comments, making her husband feel shit. Yeah. And even her husband didn't tell her, like, she's an asshole. He's like, baby, this is not important. Who gives a fuck?
That's what I'm saying.
He's like, baby, this is not important. We can start our own shit. And he's like, fuck them. Like, we can start our own tradition and shit. Like, he didn't disagree with you. He just said, like, girl, we can do our own thing.
There's bigger problems in that picture.
Yeah, there's bigger issues. So he didn't say, he took your side. He didn't took your side, but was like, this is not important. Like, I don't care about this. You shouldn't care about this. It's not important.
Yeah.
Right? And we'll do our own thing our way. Right? So he literally empowered you to like, you know what? We are a team. We do our own shit.
Yeah.
So I don't know. He doesn't deserve any of the snide comments. And you're really an asshole for going and talking to other people about it and then coming telling him, see, I talked to such and such, right? And they all agreed. And they're it's like, that's what really made you.
As soon as you bring other people opinions,
I thought you were childish until I read that part about like asking other people, like, what should my husband stand up for me? Bitch, that is the fucking wrong attitude. I would have immediately been like, red flag. We can't have healthy arguments in this. Red flag,
if you want to get detailed, I mean, it's a red flag that she's worried about she's putting the whole relationship on edge because of a picture.
Yeah, hold on.
Because if she did end up taking pictures, what else are you gonna find? Complain about?
I'm like, it's a fucking Christmas photo. Like, y'all don't. Jesus wasn't even born in December. Don't give me that bullshit. Okay?
Like, ain't nobody looking at it.
Like, what did Huey say? The Palestinian winters was too cold for that shit.
Yeah,
Niggas not gonna be out in the field.
Yeah, Jesus was Palestinian. I don't know why I just said that.
he was not born in December. Y'all don't really care about Christmas like that anyway. Y'all just like eggnog and, you know, taking photos and getting shit. But anyway, now the mom, right? Mom, you are a childish bitch. Right? It's obvious. It's obvious she doesn't like you. Right?
100%.
But also she did this to the brother, so I feel like your mom is childish. So it's not you exclusively. She did this to the brother too with his fiance. Right? So, mom, it's a fucking photo. You know what you could do? You could just take 2 photos.
That's
it. Just take 2 photos. Here, one us, one with our significant others. Problem solved.
You can and
worst case scenario,
and you can send whatever you want to send to the family.
Exactly. You can send whatever the fuck you want. Like, you're telling me 2 photos is like, come, you can't just take 2 fucking photos. Like, the mom is childish.
Crazy too. You said the guy's 37 and she's 31.
Yeah,
they're all childish.
They're all childish, right? Like, the guy's just. It seems like he's just happy to get married. Honestly, yeah.
I personally think if I was dating somebody and she mentioned
you're
that,
cowardly for not sitting them down and be like, you should just call mom and be like, Mom, can you just take a second fucking photo?
Yeah,
some people just to shut this bitch up. Like, just call it a day.
Some people can't think, man.
Yeah, so yeah, definitely, you're not the asshole, my guy. A little cowardly, but I'm with you right there. You know, you seem like you just want peace and quiet.
Yeah,
and Somebody
I
said
have
that.
I have a s-
Somebody
I
said that
actually
the guys
I
just
have
want
one that
peace
I
and
saw
quiet.
on TikTok actually. Are you ready for this one? Give me your opinion. We might actually have to agree on this one. This one might actually,
We say this every time. I'm not gonna agree with
okay.
you because
So
you're crazy.
there's a mother. She took her daughter to the park, and the kids park there. All the kids play with, but there was a kid's birthday party there,
Right.
and her daughter was playing in the playground, and she ended up playing with the kids there that were there for the birthday party, and they
Okay.
were playing there. There was fine, nothing was a problem. And when it's time to come sing happy birthday, her daughter went with the kids because she made friends with them.
Okay.
And then after they singing happy birthday, they were happy. A person was cutting the cake, and then the little girl went up and grabbed a plate of a piece of cake, and the mother of the child that was his birthday, she runs up to her, takes the plate from her. She's like, no, no, it's only for our family. Do you think that's fair? Do you think the mother of the child, that she's like, well, she should know that her daughter should not go to other people's parties, or do you think that mother is just a fucking bitch?
The mom with the cake is the bitch. The
One
mom
hundred
who
percent.
took the
Yep.
cake away from the. Why would you even question if you and I would disagree on this?
And I didn't
You think
know.
I'm some sort of monster or some
No,
shit?
because this happened. It was
Like, bro,
she
it's
was I
fucking
forgot her name,
cake.
but she's famous on TikTok, and she explained that what happened. Her daughter was there playing at the park. She ended up going singing happy birthday to this girl that just kids are just they're friendly. And when she got her plate, she said the lady took her away from her hand, and she said, no, 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 this is not for you, it's for us. And I was just like, you have to be a piece of shit person to not include a kid for a birthday fucking cake.
Bro, like it's a fucking kid. Anybody who shows up, this is the shit
This
you
is what I'm saying.
do.
Like,
This
there's
is the
no
shit you
culture
do. Yeah, this is the shit you do
when you're not cultured.
when you're an adult and other adults come to your party and they drink your beer. Be like, no, no, no. This is for people in the house. You need to drink your own beer.
Yeah.
But bro, this is a fucking cake and a kid. You should when you buy cake and have a birthday party, you should just assume every random motherfucker's gonna
But
eat
that
the
just
fucking
tells
cake.
you, like, the Western world, that there's literally no fucking culture, no hospitality. Like, it's like,
Ugh,
what the
don't
fuck?
say it like that.
Yes, it
I mean,
is.
when you just say like the Western world,
It
like
is.
I feel very
Because I did
I feel very immigranty.
because I lived in a different.
I get
I
that
lived in the
angry
Middle
immigrant
East.
vibe. No,
Because,
no, no,
bro,
no.
because like
You've been here longer than
grow.
me.
Yeah, but it's fine. But I grew up. I did live in the Middle East, and it's a whole different vibe.
No, I agree with you.
You know what I'm
Like
saying?
it's definitely a
And it's
different
just like, why
culture,
can't you just
but
be like that?
the way you said it was just ugh. I felt very old.
Like, why just can you be like that?
This generation.
Yeah,
So no, that's terrible. Fuck that.
yeah.
Fuck that woman.
So that was the story. I saw that, and I was just like, dude, this is fucking sad.
Yeah.
Can't imagine
Might
a
as well
kid
do some
looking like.
weird
I
shit.
can't imagine you being a kid and you're excited to have a
It's
piece
like them
of cake.
people who like call the cops on like kids at the pool for like being
Or
too
selling
loud. I'm
water,
like, they're
or selling lemonade.
or like selling water or lemonade. Like,
Do
what
you
are
have
you
a
doing?
license for this? I'm like,
This
bitch,
is
keep
like
fucking walking.
I'm not supposed to be accepting money for anything because I don't pay taxes at my age.
Yo, they should make a law. If any lady bothers kids trying to make money, like selling lemonade or candy, they deserve to get knocked the fuck out.
All right. Hold up. Let's go into the second one.
Okay, give me
All
the
right.
second one.
Before, because then the third one is a doozy.
Okay,
The third
okay.
one
Give
is
me
a
give me the
doozy.
second one.
Am I the asshole for not charging rent to my son's friend? All right. The friend is a woman, but I have an old studio condo in a major city, and my son is staying there for his internship. Unknown to me and my son, my wife and daughter decided to go stay without asking my son first for a shopping trip. Okay, first red flag. Why are your wife and daughter doing shit like this with like and you not knowing? Like and the family's not talking to each other.
Okay.
This is all
Proceed,
like it's his
proceed,
mom and
proceed.
there's no adoptedness here.
Yeah.
This is a weird family dynamic.
Mm.
I butt out of his life. He's 24. I've never heard of him actively dating or having a girlfriend. But my wife and teen daughter just shows up in the middle of the day, and I guess my son had a woman over, and it caught my wife by surprise. Not only that the woman also part-time lives there because she works in another city. This is news to me, but not unexpected at his age. By the way, I'm not struggling to read this, but the grammar is terrible.
Okay.
My wife freaks out and yells at my son and kicks him and his friend out of the apartment for her shopping trip.
Skip this. Because you already losing me. Skip this, please. Skip this.
I hear this, refund my son the money for the hotel, refuse to treat him like he's done something wrong. My wife
lost
wants
me.
me to charge the girl rent, but I said I'm giving the studio to my son full time and there's no more surprise shopping visits. Good man.
Okay.
I told my son to change the locks and I'm not having his mom stop in like that anymore. It's an invasion of his privacy. My wife is insisting that his friend pays rent, even though my son just pays utilities and has never had to pay us rent. I don't see the issue with the friend, and I think my wife is making a bigger deal over nothing.
Okay.
Your wife is crazy. Your wife
The wife is
is
crazy.
your wife is
Honestly,
50,
you lost me while you're
blonde.
reading it, and I think I'm gonna assume the wife is crazy.
The wife is crazy.
If the dad knows the property, you do what the fuck he wants. Next,
Dude, what's this weird family dynamic? Like, my wife just get up and left, and like, dude, who just does that? Like, she doesn't know he lives there. She didn't call him and be like, "Hey, coming on a shopping trip."
how old is the
Like,
kid living by himself?
24.
And you not expect him to get some pussy?
It's 24-year-old boy. You don't expect him to get anything.
Literally. Anyways,
Like, what kind of weird shit is
give me the
this?
third one because this is just
But
this was silly.
Unlike the other guy,
Yeah.
shout out to him because he was like,
He's like, "I'll
listen,
do what
he
I
was
want."
he was like, I do what I want.
Do
You're
what I
not doing
want.
this unexpected shopping
Amen.
trip shit
That's
no
right.
more. I'm not paying him rent,
For sure.
right?
This dad right here.
This man,
For sure, he listens to Andrew Tate.
This
For
man-
sure. For sure.
no. He doesn't.
For sure.
If he listens to Andrew Tate, he's not asking the internet for our opinion.
It's for
He-
sure.
If he posted this on Reddit,
That
he's not
brother got
listening.
some Andrew Tate in his life.
This guy knows how to run a household. Like, even though his
Amen.
wife is crazy, he was like, I took care of this shit, but was I an asshole for doing it this
Because
way?
he has 18.
He wasn't asking us for our opinion.
He has top G.
Right? No. Good for
Okay,
you, my
give me the
guy.
third
You
one.
need to talk to the guy from the first one. So the third one, I'm gonna have to read out because it was a video and I watched it like 7 times trying
Go
to
for it.
memorize it. So basically, the husband is 31.
Okay.
Right. Sorry, the now husband is 31.
Okay.
The fiance is 27. Right.
Fiance's
They're-
27.
Well, they're now married because she wrote this after the honeymoon.
Okay.
The guy is not religious, but he said he's old fashioned and he insisted on not having sex until marriage because he's old fashioned. But she said he's 100% not religious, right? So that's not the issue. They get to the wedding night, right? Get to, honeymoon night, whatever, trying to get it in, get it on, do the shit, right? He has a micro penis.
Okay.
She feels that she's been lied to, deceived, right?
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't know what to do. She hasn't asked for a divorce or said
Okay.
anything about divorce, but she's now like she feels like a little manipulated.
So she said, "Fuck love, fuck everything,"
No,
because he has a small dick. She's like, "I don't want him no more."
no, that's not what she said.
Okay.
She's not talking about divorce.
Okay.
She's upset, and she was like upset with him for
Hiding it.
like hiding it and
Okay.
pretending that it's because he's old fashioned when he's not old fashioned.
Oh, it's because he has a micro penis.
He didn't want to have sex before marriage. Like, he didn't want to not
Yeah.
have sex before marriage because of his values.
He didn't wanna
He
disappoint
has a
her.
micro penis.
Okay.
She feels a little trapped,
I see.
right?
It's
This
hard.
kind of reminds me of the one with the kids, but even worse.
It's hard. It's hard.
Wait, it's not over.
Okay,
So
go
in
for
the
it.
description,
Yeah.
they're like, she says, for people asking,
Yeah.
she said it's like 1.5, maybe
Oh,
2
that
inches.
sucks.
She said it's not even the size of her thumb.
Oh my god. What the fuck is it for then? Like, what is it like?
Which, by the way, this affects 200,000 Americans annually.
You're lying.
200,000 Americans annually are born with.
Is it a disease,
I don't. It's just a genetic thing. I don't think it's a disease.
bro?
For some reason, like WebMD said, it's like treatable with hormones, but I don't think so. Like, it's
But you can get an implant.
not the same. We talked about this before. It's not the same. This is so. There's two reasons.
200,000 people annually.
That's what Google. When I googled it, it said 200,000 people affects 200,000 people annually.
Okay.
Before, I want you to ask you firstly: is she the asshole or is he the asshole? Because she
Man,
hasn't talked about divorce.
Goes,
Everybody in the comments said divorce. She hasn't said shit about divorce. She
Yeah.
just said, "I feel like shit. I feel like I've been used.
okay.
Is it? Am I right for feeling used and lied to and like trapped?"
Well, this is a good example of I don't give a fuck what your girl says or your woman says. Sex has a huge impact on the relationship. Pleasuring your
So
yeah,
proud of you.
you know what I'm
You're so
saying?
progressive.
Because-
MashaAllah.
Because that tells you enough right there. Like they'll tell you, like, no, I just love him, whatever. Sex and financially is a big part for them. So that tells you right there that she does want a divorce. She doesn't want to sound like an asshole.
Sex will make more.
For him, it does suck because it was under it's not his control. It's not like he wanted to be born with a 1-inch dick. I'm sorry that I'm laughing and it sucks, but it's sad and hilarious at the same time.
I'm not laughing at him. I'm laughing at her. I'm
now-
laughing at the situation.
Now
Sorry.
for him, there is a little asshole to him because you should have been open this because you don't know if that was a big part, and then obviously now it is a big part for her because what the
Also,
fuck is she gonna do with
also
all
affects
that?
their ability to like have kids.
Have kids,
Well, at
and
least
all that stuff.
naturally. Like, they
Naturally,
can,
also too like
Having a micro penis, by the way, you have like normal balls.
Also,
Apparently.
too,
I had
like,
to Google this.
yeah, also too like she's never gonna be satisfied. Like what the fuck is she gonna do with that?
Well, that's not true. Like some women will be satisfied.
Bro, he wouldn't
just
even touch
might not
the
have been
fucking
her.
tip.
Bro, it just might not have been her. Let's not act like.
I think
Let's
for
not
him,
act like you ain't
I
some of
think
you
for him, it
800
should.
pound
I
motherfuckers
think
down there can't look at it.
exactly.
Shit. Like
I think he should have just been open from the beginning because at the end of the day, like
they would have figured something out.
they would have figured something out, or she would have just left. You would have not wasted all these years falling in love with this person that's not it's not gonna love you how you wanted to, and you could have found somebody that actually doesn't give a fuck about that. So
And now you know, like even if they do work through it, like this is a shitty way to start your
she
marriage.
does have the right to be mad.
Does she have the right to leave though? Because everybody in the
Yeah.
comments said,
Yeah.
everyone in the
Yeah.
comments were like, "Girl, you guys didn't even have sex."
Because you could just tell that she's a freak and she needs to get dick the long way. For sure, she's not gonna be happy. Now, the only way that she would stay with him, if he's rich.
I
Now-
don't think that's part of the.
And if he's
First
rich,
of all, if she wrote this, he's not.
yeah,
If she wrote
sure.
this, he's not.
Because for sure, because if he was rich, she's looking like that one feels like a 10.
Yeah, she was like, "Ugh."
Yeah, because I promise you, for women, and I don't give a fuck what you say, pleasure and financial is a big part of
First
them.
of all-
and they're lying if they tell you they're not. They're
which
lying.
one do you think is more important, pleasure or finances?
Ooh, finance
Wrong.
to the woman.
Wrong.
You think pleasure?
Yes.
No,
You know why?
no.
Because there are too many. First of all, too many people out here like doing dumb shit for sex, but there's too many women out here with the bummiest of bummiest. Didn't you hear the saying? Broke dick is the best dick. Women say this
Yeah,
shit. Women say
yeah.
broke dick is the best dick. If
Yeah.
this nigga has a job, he can't fuck.
No, because
If
at
this
the
guy
end,
ain't have a
no,
job-
because they always end up with somebody financial.
Broke dick is the best
They always go to the phase where they date a broke guy to
Really?
get dick,
No,
and then they go to financial.
not enough of them do. Some people eventually they're like, whew, they're like,
They end up going
it doesn't
financial,
clear.
bro. They go financial.
They only do that once it's like once they're once the
Bro,
the dick game
I
goes down.
seen ugly motherfuckers,
So this is
with money, and they're with the baddest chicks, and then you can just tell by it's
I
because of
felt bad, but
financial.
I was like, yo, 1.25. And then I clicked like the hashtags
Yeah.
and like started looking at like other stories and people doing the street interviews. Honestly, having a micro penis is a disability. You deserve the plaque to park wherever you want. Some of these people, a lot of these people, no, it's I'm like real shit. We talked about this before, like how height affects men and all that shit. Some of these niggas are making like suicide jokes about having their like micro dick. Some of these dudes like crying, like I'm like, bro, this is the saddest fucking hashtag I have ever seen.
I would hate the world.
Bro, I was like, what the fuck?
I would hate the fucking world,
So I cannot imagine that kind of life.
bro. You can't even talk shit.
Like,
It's like
I was like, what do you do? I was like, what do you do?
I'm not even gonna try to attempt to like show anything. But
Nah, fuck that. You know what? Shit, if you got a micro dick out
Honestly,
there, give us a
I
give us
would
a
say-
comment.
like,
Let us. I'll interview you.
but they might. I don't know what the fuck to
Shit.
say, dog. I would try to find a fucking any type of surgery or something to make it work. Like, there's no way in hell I'll be living like that.
I'm sorry. I can't. There's nothing. There's nothing at that point. I'm just doing. I'm like,
No, I would find like natural herbs or something, bro, to fix
they
that.
better
'cause-
pray they're born gay. They better pray they don't need it. There's no way you're gonna be a straight man with a micro penis. And I'm sorry, you're not. It's not for you. Straight man with a micro dick. This is not. This life is not for you.
Hey, yo.
You were born with a disadvantage.
Oh my god.
You're born. God was like, what was he in a past life? Oh, he micro.
You get a micro. You get a micro.
We're all getting, bro. That's sad. But so the second
is.
question I was going to segue into, right? So she said he's not religious at all.
Yeah. But
So
he
what if
made
he
up that lie.
was-
He made that. He made
Yeah, he
that
made
lie.
that up. Obviously, I'm just point like, come on.
But
dude.
let's say
even religious folks trying to.
But
fuck.
let's say he was religious and he
Right.
didn't have that issue. He has every right.
And especially like,
And also, you
in-
you should take that as an advantage because you know that he hasn't been around. He actually is waiting for the right one. That's a flex.
he's probably been around, and that's why he's like, let me hide this.
Yeah, no,
it never works out.
Let's say if he didn't have that issue. Let's say if he didn't have that issue. But you know what? Some girls they don't like that. They like a guy with experience.
Okay. Well, again, obviously she didn't care. Like
Yeah,
she
yeah,
didn't
yeah.
care. It's obvious she didn't care about the sex because she was like, I'm going
Yeah.
to wait.
No.
But I assume she expected normal sex. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
She was like, I'm gonna wait for sex, but at least I'm gonna get normal sex.
Dog,
And
she
that
pulled
didn't happen.
Dog, she pulled them drawers and she's like, "Where is it?"
She's like,
No, she's just like, "Yo, where is it? Is it under your belly?" Poor guy.
this is doggy style forever. You can't look at me in the face with that.
Son, what was he gonna do with doggy style, son?
Pretend, get a strap, hide. Like, oh yeah,
Like-
turn around, bitch.
Like what?
Under the
Like
bed
what
real
is he gonna
quick.
do? What is he gonna do? Nothing. Damn shit. He ain't
She's gonna
do-
turn around. He's gonna go under the bed.
it-
But wait, the
else?
question was,
oh,
the question I was gonna say, like,
Still
what do women do in situations where you are in a very super religious culture? Like, how do you bring up that conversation? Like,
To let them know you want to wait till marriage.
not that you want to wait till marriage and be like, listen, everything's good down there. What are you into? We're on the same page. Like when we get married, we're gonna
Yeah.
be into the same shit.
Yeah.
Like, obviously, once you're married, you guys can do whatever the fuck you want. But
Yeah.
I'll be like, listen, my guy, you packing less than 6.5. Maybe we move on. Like, how do you?
Yeah. I
And
don't,
you know how our culture, like, there are grown like married people who will not talk about sex. Like, especially in our
well,
culture, like
because
it's
they were never
so
educated. They were
yeah,
never
it's so
educated.
like stigmatized as such a negative thing to have the
Yeah.
conversation.
But they have
Like,
like
yo,
6
y'all are
kids.
married. Y'all can do what the fuck you
But they have
want.
like 6 kids.
Yeah, it's like 6 kids. I'm like, you obviously
'Cause they
know
don't
how
know.
to
Yeah.
fuck, but you're so
No.
shy about it.
Yeah.
Sex
No.
must be
I
boring.
think no. It definitely has to be educated when you get older because. But I mean, yeah, you're right. Like when you're married, you can do whatever the fuck you want. Honestly, I don't know what else to say because I'm still like laughing about the dude. But
Ladies, I'm gonna give you guys some advice because Islam's a nice guy. He don't want to
yeah,
say some
please.
vulgar, gross shit. First things first. Your husband, cool. Y'all are religious, right? You gotta take that nigga to a pool, right? You gotta go swimming. Get that nigga some gray swimming trunks as a gift. Go swimming. You ain't got to fuck him, but you got to at least be like, okay, he gets out the pool. There's a prince. Cool. We're working with something normal, right? We know what it is,
It's just clear.
right? Like, that shit come back smooth, and we're like, nope, 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 nope. Right. Secondly, I don't care how tall he is. If he has hands that are smaller proportion to the rest of the body, probably not working out down there. Right. Just a guess. But again, we use the swimming pool.
You trying to give him life hacks?
Yeah, I'm trying to give y'all life hacks. Like these are the situations where guys like gotta, we know we have to hide that shit.
Oh Lord, bro,
Right.
you're being. I was gonna say something fell.
No, guys, everybody knows you go to the pool, like the first thing you're worried about coming out, you're prepared to, as soon as the water goes below your junk, to pull your pants out so that shit is not visible to everybody.
No,
So this first thing, right? Secondly, after you trust this person a while, right? You guys have been dating for a long time. Like let them know, like, hey, have the conversation. What are you into? What do you like? Like shit, maybe haram to actually fuck,
You know
like,
what?
but it's not
You know
haram to
what?
have the
That's a good
conversation.
thing. And that goes back to everything I've been saying, all the episodes. Communication is key in a relationship.
Like just snatch his phone. Don't look for other bitches' phone numbers. Look for the porn history. Don't look for
No,
bitches'
no,
phone
no,
numbers.
because porn history is a little different because you have to keep that separate than when you have a relationship. Because at the
Porn
end of
history
the
is
day,
the worst of the worst.
yeah, because whatever you watch is gonna be different. What you have in real
Someone
life.
that hit a soft spot for somebody.
No,
That hit a sore
because
spot.
no, because I did have a conversation like this with the girl. She caught her boyfriend. She went to his laptop and she saw his video that he had left, and it was what I think it was like stepmom or sister. You know, I'm talking about the video, like, oh, I'm a stepmom, blah blah.
Step bro.
And but this individual, I'm not gonna say her
That
name,
makes me cringe.
but this individual, she is a saint. Like, you know what I mean? She's a good girl, and she doesn't watch porn, whatever we're gonna say. We can say porn.
You can
Doesn't
say
matter.
porn.
All right. She doesn't watch it. She doesn't believe in it because she grew up very religious. So she's against it. So when she caught her boyfriend, she asked me, she's like, "Does that consider it as cheating?" And I'm like, no. I was like, it's just a video. Usually, like, everybody does it. People don't have the conversation with it. But in her mind, when she read the title, she thinks, hey, he's into that.
no,
That's what I'm saying.
That's the point.
But she thinks that, oh, he's into like stepsisters and stepmom. I'm like, no. This is just a dirty world. It's separate than his like sex life. So that's what I'm trying to explain that to her.
Not even a dirty. The whole point. I promise you, if this was in real life,
Yeah.
this person wouldn't be able to like you. Most people are not able to do anything about like what they say. You search some freaky shit in porn.
Yeah.
Some of the shit people just watch out of curiosity.
That's what I'm saying.
But also,
But
the whole point of it is that I can't ever do this, not because I physically can't, because I emotionally cannot.
Yeah.
That shit, just the idea of being put in that situation in real life is stressful. But watching that shit is like, whew.
Yeah. So that's
Like,
what I was trying to
she's
explain to her, like
fine.
separate, because I had another friend. She never kissed a girl in her life. She only dated guys, but her favorite type of category is lesbian porn. And I asked her, like, how is that even? And she's like, and like I said, it's two separate things.
It's funny how
she says she will never sleep with a girl, but she likes watching it on when it comes to that world. So that's what I'm saying. Like, it's different. So I wouldn't recommend a girl be like, oh, so what's your favorite porn video? Just don't ask him a question. Ask him what he likes to do in real life.
Just have a conversation. Like,
yeah, communication is
shit. I'm not able to. We're not able to have sex, but a little kinky phone stuff over the phone. Yeah, what you wearing?
Like a little snaps.
Yeah, put your hand down there.
That's not bad.
Sniff your finger.
Okay, first of all, that's fucking. That's too much.
What?
Sniffing your finger? Like, what the fuck? I never asked a girl in my life to sniff her finger, son. You out here asking smelling fingers, dog?
Smell fresh, daddy.
Ew, dog.
No, I'm a
Dog.
sexual deviant.
You're
I'm
a
kidding.
different type of fucking.
No, like as little whatever is the whole point is just it's over the phone.
Just
Like
keep it
have this
basic.
conversation.
Keep
Be
it
like,
basic.
yo,
Send some
I
titties.
know. And listen,
Send
ladies,
some tatas. You know
I
what
will
I'm
tell
saying?
you this: my religious ladies, my religious Middle Eastern sisters, my
Don't
religious
fucking
African
listen to
sisters.
him.
Yo, nigga has either fucked or tried to fuck outside of marriage. I don't care who the fuck it is. Don't tell me that's my cousin. He's a good Muslim, haram, bimshil masjid, whatever. He's a whore. He is a whore or a wannabe whore. Right? These are Kareem's like 4 guidelines. A guy will either think about cheating on you but never do it. Actually, like he will try and fail, succeed and feel bad and tell you, or succeed and never tell you and you will never find out.
And you'll never find out.
Right? You should be.
Which one are you?
Me?
1 through 4. Yeah. Which one are you?
Think about it but never do it.
Okay.
Think about it but never do it. But I have when a relationship is failing,
Yeah.
I have already like set up everything. I'm like, oh, I'm going to take my pictures, everything, and I'm going to break up with this dude on that day and we out here.
Yeah.
Like, but I've never like tried and failed because, don't fail. Right.
Yeah.
Like, don't fail. Like, if I want it, I get it. But
Dude, cheating
shit.
takes so much energy, son. Because I see like
It does. It takes so much fucking energy.
I remember I had a I'm not gonna say his fucking name, but
Say it.
nah, fucked up. But I sat down with him and I was like, bro, how do you have that much time? He's like, oh, he's just it's fun. And I'm like, bro, but like you got a solid girl in your life, like
You know what the
like you got a solid girl with the kid. Like what the fuck are you doing?
You know what all those
And it's just I'm sorry to cut you, but like
all
it's
good.
bothering to me. It's like because to me, because like I said, like maybe it's culture. Like if I had a woman that gives me a child and that's my bloodline, that's all my priority is. I don't give a fuck about no other bitch.
And if you want, and like typically those people are like, oh,
And
I'm an alpha man and I'm the man of the house and all that shit, but
And
you
what's
just
crazy,
disrespected your own
too?
family.
I swear to you, being loyal is not that hard.
It's really not.
It is not that hard. And it's sad that today, if you're loyal, it's a flex.
If you tell, and also,
It's supposed to be fucking mandatory.
Also, a lot of the times, like people, I guess people who are just there are people who get turned on by the idea of cheating.
I think
like
maybe,
that's part of their thing.
That's fair.
There's something about sneaking around that some people like get. Like,
That's
oof.
like that rush.
Yeah, that rush. Like, ooh, we did it, didn't get caught.
Yeah.
Right. And there are other people who are just like not happy sexually. Like, just tell your partner. Believe it or not,
That's it, leave.
y'all will figure some shit out.
Yeah.
Because if
you
they give a shit about you, they will do the freakiest things. I've
Yep.
heard stories.
Yep.
But what was I gonna say before? Oh my god, I completely forgot now.
That's all right. Well, stay loyal, y'all.
Oh yeah. I was gonna say sorry. I remember now. You know how like there's this culture of like podcast bros, and that's kind of why podcasts get a bad rep. But
yeah.
like podcast bros are constantly like, a man can have more than one.
Yeah.
You should be able to just fuck whoever he wants, all that shit. You should be telling him like, you guys want to do this alpha mentality bullshit. You should be telling these people, stop fucking cheating on your wife. Spend that energy making more money, right? Spend that energy living like upgrading your fucking self instead of out here fucking hoes. Like it's a lot of fucking energy that is wasted.
But we also gotta be
Bro,
fair though.
what the
I think
fuck?
the reason some of them they get away with it because what's around them, it's girls that like guys that are taken.
Yeah, but 90% of people are not doing that.
Tell me right now that when you're single, you get a lot of like dry text, and it's a dry area. As soon as you get a girl, the DMs are fucking floating. The DMs
As soon
are
as you start
all
to-
floating,
As soon as you start dating, or like you're just like, oh, I'm seeing somebody,
Yeah.
suddenly the text messages show up.
bro. And
like, dude, what
I
the
seen
fuck?
it myself. I seen it myself. Like single, nothing. I would post either like me and my friend or anything like like going out, and people think that's my girl. Bro, my DM starts coming in like, oh hey, let's hang out. And I'm like, imagine if that was actually my girlfriend. You have no fucking respect for
No
yourself to to DM and be like, oh, let's hang out. And it's obviously not even trying to hang out, trying to see if I'm still single or I'm actually really taken.
Or how much do you give a fuck
Okay,
about this person?
Yeah, exactly. So where was this energy when I was like? So that's what I'm saying. Like those type of guys, when they be like, "Yeah, I should fucking a girl," is because they get those girls
Oh, put that energy into making more money and shut the fuck up.
and build a family. Man, honestly, one thing I regret not doing at a younger age, but it is what it is. God has a different plan for me.
Oh.
Is building a family, dude. Building a family is the biggest fucking flex you have.
You talk about this, but I feel like if you just wanted a family, like somebody would show up.
I'm manifesting it.
Manifesting? Okay, cool.
Yeah,
Fucking
yeah.
hippies.
Bro, imagine
Fucking
what I
hippies.
want. This is what I want. I want to be 7 years old, older than a motherfucker, and just bunch of fucking my kids and grandkids running around, and that's when I would know I made it in life.
You're 30. We're literally the same age.
But I'm just saying. I said 70.
70. Okay, my dad had me at 31. Like my dad was 31 years old when
Okay.
when my mom was 29.
Happy Father's Day.
That's after tomorrow, but yeah.
Yeah, but I'm talking to my dad. I'm
Oh, I
talking about
think
to
we
my dad.
release it after tomorrow.
No, we
Don't
can
we?
release it tomorrow. But Happy Father's Day to my
Who
dad.
gonna do all the editing and shit? I'm releasing it Sunday like it was intended.
That's fine.
We're recording
Happy
early.
Father's Day to my pop. Speaking of, we're gonna cut this little part. Happy Father's Day to my dad, one of the best dads in the world. You're hardworking. I love you, and you get on my fucking nerves, but I love you, my man.
I already talked to mine today, so you know it is
Did
what
you?
it is.
I'm gonna go see him after this.
But what was I saying? Yeah, like I just don't understand how you can have, like, you can, if you wanted to get married. Like my dad was 31 when he had
Yeah.
me. He's 60 now. I'm 29. You can have grandkids and stuff, right? Like 60 is not as old as people make it out to be.
Well, the thing
By
is
the
that
time you're 75, you're definitely
yeah,
having kids.
but
Like
if,
you
for
got
example,
time.
like I'm 30 now, right? I'm going to be 30 in August. If I have my kid, I'm gonna have my, let's say 31. Let's say somehow, some way, I get married in the span of this year. Next year, I'm having my child. When he's 10, I'm in my 40s. Am I gonna be physically active to be able to play sports with him? To be going like
Yes,
you might never know.
dude. I know there are hella people like who are not like the most active people.
Because
Like
my friends
just
that
look after yourself now, you'll be just fine.
that's what I'm saying. Yeah, because like I have friends who are their kids are 10, 11, but they're 35, and they're physically be able to go out with them, play ball with them, and all this stuff. And I'm not gonna lie to you. I sit there and I'm like, fuck, man, did I make a wrong decision for not having a kid early? But it is what it is.
You hear all those LeBron Bronny stories, and now you're trying to have. Now you're like, oh man, I could have played NBA with my kid.
No, I wouldn't say I play it, but I'm saying to go
I
to
could
the
have been
park,
boxing
bro.
with my kid. Fuck.
Yes, man.
Giving my kid concussions. That's the real shit.
Yes, put him in the ring and whoop him. Let him know that daddy still got it. But speaking of dads,
wait, are you taller than your dad?
a little bit.
Okay, so
Yeah, nothing crazy, but nothing about. I mean, to be honest, man, as we get older, we realize we're more like our parents, and they were just kids raising kids, and they tried their best. And every time I look at my dad now, I realize like I'm more just like him, and we're just boys. Yeah, and then and nothing better to see than seeing my brothers becoming dads as well. So it's a beautiful thing, especially my older brother. Seeing him as a dad is the funniest thing, because my older brother is a G, bro. Like just who was a fucking gangster, and it just seemed to be the softy little bitch.
He looks like a gangster.
But to see him like to see him like a little bitch when it comes to his kids is the funniest shit. But he's a great fucking dad, man, and it's so beautiful to see that. It's so beautiful to see that. And we make fun of him all the time.
I'd probably treat my kids like Vigo did in John Wick. I already punched him in the fucking stomach. I'm like, dude.
To be honest with you, you know what type of dad? You know what type of dad I would be?
What?
And if some people are gonna be scared, I'd be like LeVar Ball.
I 100% believe it.
Yes, because he did it right. We used to
talk about LeVar being a villain. He's
no,
not a villain.
He's a hero.
The world's best hype man.
I'll tell you why.
He's the high school dad screaming at the sidelines like, my kid is better than fucking yours.
Because I'll tell you why.
He did that shit right.
I'll tell you why. He made sure they're always training. He told them how the world is gonna like be against them. He told them like, stay away from the models, stay away from the liquor, stay away from all this stuff. And at the end of the day, he still let them make their own mistakes, and never once was going around as like, oh, my kids are gonna make me money. Because now you see these little dads trying to be like him, but they're doing it the wrong way, and their kids are like 6 years old and posting them on Instagram, and they'll be like, oh, we're getting offers from college. I'll be like, yeah, they're 7 years old. Why the fuck?
It's like the dad for Baby Gronk.
Thank you.
Yeah,
I was literally just gonna say that.
He did that corny ass shit where he got called out on it.
And he's still going to podcast.
Yeah, I was like, ugh. Anyway, wait. Before we wrap up, because we're going extra long.
Okay,
like I think we're like 1:15.
Right.
I don't want to say to all the people. So I posted on my private story a link that's set on YouTube that says OnlyFans, but it was actually a link to our episode 13. And on top of it, I put the caption, finally got the courage. And so it says OnlyFans. When you click on it, it takes you to. I put this on my
Genius marketing.
My Instagram story. First of all, too many of you guys clicked on that shit and didn't say anything, right? The ones who did click on that, who did hit me up talking about, yo, bro, what the fuck? Oh my God, how are you doing that shit? Shut the fuck up. Fuck all of you, right? I even told y'all it was not porn. Y'all didn't buy it. Your loss. If it was porn, you missed out, right? Missed out on the salami, the deli meat.
Shut the fuck up. We're done. We're done.
But yeah, thank you to all the people who clicked on that shit and didn't say anything. I appreciate that.
Thanks for anybody that's listening, that's following, that's following us on TikTok, on Instagram. We truly appreciate it. Honestly, every time we post, we're always surprised by something, and that's what's keeping us going. And we're literally, like we said, we're on episode 14 so far, man. and we're being consistent. It's still fun. We're getting better and better. Except today you fucked up the mic. But like I said, you know what I'm saying?
You installed it.
Yeah,
You fucked it up.
you kept
All
fucking
I
up.
did was take my water bottle off.
It's okay. We're gonna talk to the production team behind the
But
camera.
I just have a
guys.
question for you guys. I'm gonna clip this and post it, right,
What
for
is
next
it?
episode. I said this. Somebody commented this on one of our, and then messaged me and talked to me about it.
Okay.
It was Kim, but essentially I was literally saying I don't want to be in a relationship where I'm happy 24/7. Right?
Why not?
We have to disagree on certain things. I'm not talking about major fights. I'm just talking about like
You don't want to
like
be happy
little
24/7.
24/7.
Nah, I would love to.
I need a little drama in my
No,
life.
I
I don't
would-
need you. I
no.
don't like yes people.
Oh, I would.
I don't like people constantly
Bro,
agreeing with
I
me.
would love to be happy 24/7 and deeply in love. and be
Answer
in a
this
sim.
question for me. Is wanting to be happy 24/7 unrealistic and kind of sometimes like because
No,
people
it is unrealistic.
and because people don't get that or that's people's expectations, they're giving like
No,
they're giving up on relationships too soon.
that's what it is. It's very unrealistic, and also like what's it called?
frustrating.
It is frustrating, and that's why I'm gonna tell you this from my experience. The only marriage that I've seen working out perfectly, every single person that I talk to them, I'd be like, "Yo, what's like?" I want to say,
Yeah,
"What's
not
the
even
secret?
marriage,
What's the
just-
key?" They always said before we actually got married, we did marriage therapy.
Yeah, not even marriage, just like relationship, but like I can't be happy 24/7. You
It's
got to
impossible, it's
disagree with
impossible,
me.
It's impossible.
You got to
But
disagree with me.
if
We
it's
have to
re-
have different
But if
like
it's possible, I would love to.
yeah, but like I don't want that shit. I get so bored. I don't want to be happy 24/7. I'll get sick of
Yeah.
you. Anyway,
you know how you can be happy in a relationship?
this is why I think this will go long distance, and I hope it does. But because you get on my last fucking nerves sometimes,
Cool.
you will say shit
Yeah,
that will
but
get
I
on my
have
last
to.
fucking nerves, and I'm like, okay, cool, keeps me interested, gives me a challenge, and this is why I'm still around.
But I'm just saying, like,
If you said yes to everything I said, I'd be like, fuck
no,
this,
you
man.
first
I
of all,
can't
because
stand
we
this
first of all
shit.
we already think differently, and then also too like, back to the marriage thing. The only way a marriage can work if she knows how to shut the fuck up. Anyways, this is episode 14. Thank you guys so much for listening. He agrees to as well. My name is Issam.
My name is Kareem.
Thank you so much for listening.
All right.
Bless y'all.
Have a great day.